Hi Taurus, this is Molly from Oracles of Jedi, and I'm here today to do your astrology reading for the month of June. And right now I'm looking at the astrology chart and what's going on natally astrologically, and how it may be affecting your sign, your natal chart. And so today I'm going to cover a couple aspects for you. I'm going to look at specifically the North Node in Cancer, and also I'm going to look at your where your Jupiter's hitting your chart possibly, and as well as your Uranus and Venus that are in your sign of Taurus. And that is actually really good alignment right now. So I mean, I'm really excited to talk about these things. I hope this video helps you. Please check us out on Facebook at Oracles of Jedi. We do private readings that would be pertaining to your specific chart, and we can answer questions that you may have, and as well as look at two specific aspects in your chart. And right now we're running a special. It's 20% off the astrology reading. We're also doing a tarot reading extravaganza tomorrow at 4 o'clock. It's a free event that we're going to be doing, and we'll be pulling some cards to answer questions on the live Facebook feed. And you can just ask your question, comment, like, and we'll get to you when we can. So back to Taurus, I just wanted to talk a little bit about astrology. I've been doing astrology for a couple of years now. I've been pretty amateur for a while, but I feel like I'm really confident in my abilities right now with my psychic abilities. And I'm hoping that this reading will help you. I know that some of you may be confused about what astrology is and how it affects your chart. If you're new to astrology, I would recommend looking at your chart. You can pull it up for free on astro.com or on Astrology Cafe, and that'll show you your moon, rising sign, and your sun sign. And those three placements are really the beginning of figuring out your astrology chart. So back to what's going on astrologically. Right now, Uranus and Venus are transiting in Taurus, and Taurus is the sign, it's the bull and in the zodiac, and it's a physical sign, it's a material sign. You're very grounded, you like good food, you like sex, typically you enjoy like very wild sex, and you're not afraid to talk about it with people, even complete strangers. I knew this girl in college, for instance, that was a Taurus, and she would come to class and she would just talk about like her previous night romp with her boyfriend, or you know, it was just very like explicit. And I just remember that, like, wow, that's Taurus. And they really indulge, they love good food, they love nice things, luxurious things. Usually they have expensive taste, and they like to go shopping and buy nice clothes. That's just something that they enjoy. And so that's Taurus. And Venus is the planet of love, money, good luck. And I mean, you know, Jupiter is also the planet of good luck, but I think that Venus also has that sort of like, you know, luck and love, luck and money, things happening for you. And so with Uranus right next to it, transiting with it, wherever Taurus is in your natal chart, that house is being expanded right now with Venus. And Uranus is probably going to bring you something unexpected, so maybe you should go buy a lottery ticket. Maybe you should try entering into some sweepstakes, or, you know, some sort of contest. You may win it. Something out of the blue may come for you. A new job opportunity might come. A new love relationship might come out of the blue, depending on where it is in your chart. If you have it in, for instance, if the transit is happening in your 7th house of partnerships, you may unexpectedly find a new love relationship, and it may show up for you with Venus. And so that's a really good placement. I would definitely check that out, and I hope that helps you. Also, I wanted to talk a little bit about the transiting Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn. That's something that's been going on for quite a while. I talked about it a little bit in the Sagittarius reading. It's something that's, it's like both of those planets. Saturn is creating boundaries, it's creating new things, it's a rock solid planet. It's slow moving, and it's the business CEO. It rules big business, companies that you work for. It's rock solid foundation. Again, the CEO, it rules Wall Street. Big business, and it also has big money with it. It's the hardworking, and it's a hardworking planet, and it's the father energy, and it establishes authority and like structures. And I know a lot of astrologers have talked about how there's certain alignments coming up where, Pluto with Saturn there, it's going to break down structures. It's creating it's opening up room for the divine feminine to come in. And with it going through Capricorn right now, wherever you have Capricorn in your chart, you have probably been experiencing a long time of like either loss, something is being broken down in that area of your life. You may have, for instance, if Pluto and Saturn are going through your 9th house, you may have like a whole new awareness of religion. Like, for instance, say you were originally like a certain type of faith. Like, say you believed in, maybe you were a Buddhist, for instance, and then all of a sudden you just kind of stopped. You stopped the practice. You don't want to do it anymore. It's not exciting for you. You may have a new type of religion coming in, a new spiritual practice that you're doing. You may even be teaching a class, or being a spiritual guru to others and teaching and sharing your spiritual awareness and your spiritual gifts. So that's how that alignment could play out. And it could be that you've been hurting in that area for a long period of time with Pluto there, because Pluto does cut to the core. It tears things apart, and it breaks them down. It can really strip you, and make you feel like you are lost. Or, for instance, if you're like, just like, things can happen, it'll transform your life. And after this, I feel like this period of time right now, we're kind of coming to the end, like we're on the end of the degree points for Pluto right now. I think it's coming towards, it's going to be transitioning in another couple years into another sign of, I think it's going into Aquarius at some point. But right now, I just feel like it's towards the end, and I think it's like that it's starting to build things now. Like, it's building you back up. It's transforming you. New things are coming for you, new breakthroughs through that, with that Saturn, and it's building you back up. That Saturn is building you back up in that area. So I hope that helped you. And then I also wanted to talk about your Jupiter. So Jupiter is in Sagittarius right now. And it also Jupiter is ruled by Sag, or Sag is ruled by Jupiter, vice versa. And it's right now, it's expanding in your chart where it's hitting. So it's in Sag right now. And if you are a Taurus rising, for instance, I just want to say it's probably hitting your 7th or 8th house. If that is happening, you're finding a new partner, your partnerships are expanding. You may even be having wild sex with your partner now, because it's in that house. The 8th house is the house of sex, rebirth, death, transformation. Scorpio rules the 8th house. There's also death and taxes, inheritance, tax payouts, taxes again, anything of like the financial matter. Like, say you're divorced, you may have something is expanding, and maybe you're getting more child support, because it rules the law and the courts. And I think that if you have Jupiter transiting that with any other placements, and it's hitting any placements, you may have a new something new coming up. And but it's also a very good, Jupiter's fortune, it's luck, money, and it expands that area. It's like, it's such a good planet. It's not a bad planet at all. I know they say that there's malefic planets, and Saturn is one of them, but I don't really think that way. I just say, like, okay, well, it's Jupiter, it's a personal planet, and it's kind of expressing you, and it's like, it's enhancing an area of your life, and it's bringing emphasis upon it. And you know, that's a really good, it's an auspicious time right now with Sagittarius. And if you have it in a good house, like say you have it in, you know, the partnership house, you're probably experiencing like really great partnerships, new partnerships, and maybe you're building some business partnerships as well. With Taurus, I don't see, with the Taurus ascendant, I don't see like a new job opportunity right now. I feel like you're probably in a job that you're liking, or something's already going and you've got it going and you're not worried about it. And I think right now, like I said, you've got like a new enhancement in your love life if you've got that Taurus ascendant. If you're a Taurus and you're single, I think that you may be meeting somebody with that Venus and Uranus in that house, in your house, in the Taurus house. And that's really great as well. Also, I just wanted to point out that the north node of the moon is like, I guess I would describe it, it's like it's your purpose in life. It's like what your soul came here to do. If it's in a place in your house, say you have it in your 10th house, that means you're here to create something. You're here to have a job, like have a really effective career. Your career is important. That is why you're here. The 10th house rules, you know, career and the business that you work for and things like that. And so if you have the north node there, you're probably getting hit right now. And say, for instance, you have the north node in Cancer in your 10th house and natally, and maybe you even have it in Cancer or something like that. Either way, your north node is getting hit right now, and you may be having like a resurgence, a new purpose right now and in this life. And Cancer rules the home. It's a very loving sign. It's a water sign. It's very family oriented. It likes good food. It's also it's that hermit crab. It's that crab, and it has that shell. It's protective, but it's very spiritual as well. It likes its home. It wants to feel secure and safe. And I think that is happening right now with the north node there. You may, if you have any planets that it's hitting, you may be starting a new foundation for your home. If say you have like a placement with Venus and it's hitting your Venus, you may be meeting somebody and it's like, okay, yeah, it's triggering your north node. So I would look at that in your chart as well. If you're interested in astrology and you want to go in more depth, I can talk to you about that in a private reading. I might be able to tell you when you might meet your love partner, if that's something that you're interested in and you're single. I can also do a tarot reading to like kind of clarify the energies to see if that's when it might be coming and give you an accurate description for your personal chart. And I also wanted to say that we're really excited. We just started our first YouTube channel, Oracles of Jedi. You can look us up on YouTube, and as well as our Facebook page. We're a mother-daughter venture, so my mom also does astrology, and she helps me come up with reports and give people a really good reading of the energies and some spiritual guidance about what's going on. If you have any questions, I can also give you a psychic vision and clarify any questions you may have using my spiritual gifts. And you can purchase those on our Facebook page. And I also, for the last thing I wanted to say for Taurus is, you know, you're a really grounded sign. This is a new time on this earth for, like I said, breaking through and having that divine energy coming in with the feminine. And I think that you're a really important sign. This is a really great time to start up a new practice. If you're feeling that Pluto, for instance, in your 9th house, and you're starting to transform that area of your life with, adventure, travel, seeking out spiritual guidance, and maybe higher education or a new religion. That area of your life, it's really important to this planet. Other people need those. We need people that are grounded in the energies and can really give us a concrete, reliability. Maybe we need to lean on you to help us with what's going on in the world and with politics and what's happening right now. And so I just wanted to say that I really appreciate you, Taurus. I hope that this message helped you. I hope that your gifts and abilities in whatever area is going on right now will be of benefit to you, not only to you but to everybody. And I wanted to pull one last card just to kind of give you an idea of maybe what's going on and clarify an area. And I think I'm going to focus on, I'm using the Enchanted Map deck by Colette Baron-Reid. And I'm going to see if we get a message, and maybe it'll even pertain to your chart, something specific. Oh, I also wanted to tell you, I think your sign is probably going to be having fun this summer. I think you may even be drawn to the water. So I would recommend going out and getting in the pool or going to the ocean or taking a vacation where you're going to be close to the water. Even just a trip to the lake on the weekend would be really great. And it would help you ground your energies if you need it anymore, but I think you're pretty grounded already and comfortable. Okay. Deep freeze. Huh. Are you feeling a little bit stuck right now, Taurus, with this card? I feel like maybe you are. Maybe you're feeling like maybe you're stuck in an area of your life. If that's the case, that's okay. You sometimes need to take a break and step back from whatever you're doing to make sure that it's the right thing. If, for instance, with this, like I said, with this alignment with the love partnership, maybe you need to take a step back and be like, I want to make sure that this is the right person. Or maybe you have a new job, or maybe not a new job, but maybe you've been in a job for a while and you don't know if it's the right thing anymore for you. Maybe you need to take a step back and go into a meditation for a while. The Deep Freeze card is telling you that you need a time of hibernation and sleep, possibly, just taking a step back from electronics, computers, anything that's in the media. If you're reading a ton of political reports and you're just getting depressed, or you're seeing lots of news articles that are upsetting to you, maybe you need to take a break and not do that for a while and do something else that makes you happy. I think that that's what this card is telling us. If you have any other questions and you want to talk to me, please comment below. I can get back to you. You can also reach out to us at oraclesofjedi@gmail.com. And we'll, always answer you on Facebook as well. And you can check out our videos there too. I have some up on our Facebook page. And I hope this reading helped you again. I enjoyed doing it for you. I hope that maybe I clarified some information on your astrological chart this time. And I really look forward to talking to you and working with you, Taurus. Thank you so much. Bye.